Hello, welcome back to the channel, friends. Today we have our first guest, Lemel. He is actually my brother, so you'll probably hear me calling him Liam. That is his real name, but his stage name is Lemel. He makes music. Do you want to talk a little bit about that real quick, and then we'll jump right into the theme of the podcast?
All right, so my name's Lemel, aka Liam, or whatever you want to say. But I make music. I play guitar, I can make beats, I can rap, sing. I used to play the drums, so I can keep a beat. Like, I can figure out anything to do with it. Like, it's pretty dope.
I will agree, it is pretty dope. Dope man. So today I want to talk a little bit about a weird adventure I sort of had. So I've been microdosing for about 3 weeks now. And it has been an absolutely amazing experience. I'm really feeling a lot different, and I haven't actually had a bad day in over 3 weeks. And today, I woke up in a terrible mood, mostly because I haven't been getting enough calories in my system with how much I've been working out. So I woke up, was ready to go to my first dog walk today. And I was like, fuck yeah, let's do this. I'm ready. So excited. And I get dressed, get ready to go. And turns out the Broncos Stadium had decided to set up an entire run around the entire place I was staying. Like a full-blown square. So I pull out, and there's cops on either side of the alleyway that I pulled out of. Like, what the heck is going on? They're, flagging people to go either direction. I'm like, what the heck? So I drive out, and the cop is, starting to yell at me, pick away. I'm like, what's going on? Where am I supposed to go? He's like, just choose a way. There's a run. I'm like, okay. So, of course, I choose the wrong way, and there's, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, if not thousands of people running by. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I just need to get to work. And I end up getting really, really pissed off because I'm sitting there and the cop blocking the way with all the runners going by. He's just like, oh, just wait, just be patient. And I'm like, okay, cool. At some point he's got to have a block or something between waves of runners or something. And no, he just has us wait there for 20, 25 minutes. So finally, I'm like, fuck this shit. Angry as hell. I'm like, I'm late for this thing. I'm in pain. I just need to get my day done, get this money. Let's go. Let's do this. And so I flip a bitch and I start driving the other way. And there's runners on the other way. So I have to go east, or I have to drive west in order to go east and go this whole roundabout thing. And I'm half an hour late for this walk at this point. I'm like, fuck, my day is so set back now. I'm late for these other walks. This is totally threw a wrench in my day. Do you want to play my story real quick about my Snapchat?
Yeah, bro.
Broski. For some reason, my Snapchat's not working right now, so I would do it myself.
My story.
Alrighty. Whoa, that's not me. Hey, that's me. It was a picture of this alien. Okay.
Apparently, they scheduled a walk or whatever this bullshit is completely around the place I'm staying. No matter which way I go, they keep saying, you need to go the other way. Bitch, you put a square around the place in which I'm sleeping. What do you want me to do? I got work. So I'm right.
It worked on my phone.
Yeah, it did. I was just so sus. And for those of you who know me, I don't get that sus unless someone has been disloyal to me or been disloyal to one of my family members. I just don't get that angry. And so I started to go throughout my day. I did the dog walk. I end up going back home or to where I'm staying. And I do another dog walk. God damn it. He's distracting me. And I end up getting back to the place in which I'm staying to eat breakfast and get going with my day. And I just get this awful, awful stomach pain. Like when I walked in, like Liam was there when I walked in. And I don't really get sick. And I fight through pretty much anything, like dislocated bones, broken bones, like showing my bones through my skin, like any kind of injury, illness, anything. I'm like, it's cool. I'll be fine. Just going to fight through the day. And I walk in, and you want to describe like what I looked like? I felt like a fucking zombie.
She looked dead.
God damn it. That'll be funnier when you guys learn a little bit more about me. It's not funny, but it is. But like my nose was literally running, like my throat sounded hoarse. I was like limping because when my legs went numb, and my stomach was like hurting to the point that I couldn't like twist or bend over really. Like it was so bad. I was like, I've been eating so well. Like what could I have gotten in my system that was making me this sick? Like hours after I've eaten, it had been like good 16 hours since I had last eaten. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. So I eat and I go do my thing, and it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And the more that I am fighting through the day, the more aggressive this pain gets. And I'm just like, fuck this shit. Oh my God, getting more angry. I'm like, why is this like happening to me? Like, why do I deserve this? What's going on? And finally, like my siesta comes in the middle of the day. So I take a nap at...
There's a beetle on my flip-flop, bro.
There's literally like this pretty big red, like, what are those Egyptian beetles?
The ones that
it's not a cicada.
Hearts.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it looks like one of those Egyptian beetles, just like red. It's super big. What the heck? Just like inside, alive.
Alive.
So I take my siesta in the middle of the day. So I sleep for like 2.5 hours. And I wake up and I'm like still in pain. But at this point, I'm like, all right, like if this is just the way it's happening, then I'm just going to get over it. And at that point, like it was still pretty bad for another like 2-3 hours after that. But then it went away after I started to just embrace the day. Like I started carping those DMs. And and since I literally have not had a bad day in like 3 weeks, I think I legitimately made myself violently sick from not having a good day today, like starting my day out. Like very similar to like for those of you who have switched from really bad eating habits to really good eating habits, like your body readjusts, and then if you eat a cookie, you like get kind of sick, like your body rejects it. Or like when you stop drinking soda and start drinking soda again, like you get yourself sick, like you get nauseous, you throw up, like very, very similar to that. Like I'm 90% sure that my microdosing journey literally made me intolerant to bad days. I completely clockwork oranged myself.
Damn.
Yeah. So
damn.
Liam and I have like previously suffered with like really severe anxiety, like getting really sick throughout the day.
Yeah.
From like bad days and stuff like that. Like
yeah, the past like 4 days I've been feeling like dead and sick and like dying. Yeah. And I just know that it started from being at school just because I don't like drama. That's why I dropped out my last semester of junior year. And then now I'm going to an alternative school to finish high school. And they said that there was not going to be any drama, but drama showed up. And now I have anxiety to go back to school. And yeah.
I haven't even actually heard any about that drama. Do you want to talk about it on the podcast or no? Like you can
Not really.
Not really.
It's just some stupid shit.
Stupid shit. I hate stupid shit.
Yeah.
Stupid shit is stupid. It's not. It makes it hard to carpe them DMs.
Shit. Fat, smelly diarrhea shit.
Oh my God. Fat, smelly diarrhea shit. That sounds like the bad kind of stank. But, like, what does that do to your body? Like, how does that kind of anxiety?
It just makes me want to throw up all the time, and I can't because when I do feel like I need to throw up, I won't eat, and when I won't eat, I can't throw up anything. So, yeah, it's a big issue.
It's a big issue.
Yep.
It's like that dog shit in your shoe. Like, do you do anything to like compensate for that kind of discomfort? Like,
Drink water.
drink water.
And like carbonated drinks like Sprite or something.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, like
Like your
What is it
lemonade
called?
is probably helping a bit, right?
I just got my lemonade Sprite way after I was feeling better.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But like ginger ale definitely helps
Oh,
that
yeah.
kind of like sick. Pero también.
And then it comes out the other end.
Proper. Yeah, so I don't know. Emotions are such a really powerful thing. I just said it again after wow. It's such a powerful thing that people don't really take into consideration that often. People don't pay attention to it as a wound almost. Like if you like dislocate your finger or something, you can't just pass it off as like, oh, it's fine. Like you just gotta tape that shit or put like a popsicle stick around it, like at the very least. Like I've done that so many times. But or like actually go to the doctor. I will advocate for that, considering I am not a doctor. Do not participate in my forms of remedy unless it is homeopathic. But people don't see emotional trauma or anxiety or depression or whatever you're facing as something that actually needs to be healed. People just walk away from it being like, oh, I can just get through the day. Fake it till you make it. Just fake it till you make it. But when you fake it till you make it, you're repressing those emotions so severely that you're actually creating a well of damage that's just going to overflow and flood you one of these days. And it takes over your mind. It takes over your dreams.
And that flooding can fucking kill you, dog.
Yeah, for sure. Like, especially like when it leads to like suicidal tendencies and stuff. Yeah. And not even like that, like getting into drugs to try to compensate for it and stuff.
Fucking no, don't do that shit, dude. I've been down that road. It fucks you up. Like, it got so bad where I could take 6 pills at a time and still not feel shit, and now I can't eat the same like I did. So it fucks you up, man, even if you survive through it.
Yeah, it really does. Like, I have different experience with that. Like, I went down the alcoholism route. I literally had a garter flask that I wore under my uniform for work, and I was drinking all day, and I would go home and then drink even more. Like, we were going through a 5th every 2 days, like just me and my ex alone, and not even counting what I was drinking at work. And it just fogged me up so much. It's a miracle I was able to pass my classes the way I did. But my work kind of started to take note a little bit that I wasn't working as hard or wasn't doing my work nearly as well. So eventually there was a bunch of other shit that went down actually around that time period. I did have my suicide attempt. And so I kind of used that as my way to get out of my job without them realizing I had been drinking on the job all the time. Like, I don't actually drink anymore at all unless it's with my mom. And that sounds bad, but like we'll have like one cocktail every couple weeks or something like that, because I just don't enjoy it. Like, my 21st birthday party here soon is going to be all weed based. All weed based.
Hell yeah.
I might get a really nice bottle of tequila like for a couple days later, but not like for the party or anything like that. Like, I don't enjoy it.
One birthday shot.
Yeah, like maybe 2, so I'm kind of feeling that Swifty vibe, but not
Get
Swifty. But like it brings back those memories. When I get a taste of especially bourbon or whiskey in my mouth, it literally brings back the flavor of the stress I was under, and it's not worth it.
That takes a toll on you too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, especially like watching our dad go through his alcoholism and everything. Like, he gained so much weight and like lost the color to his skin, and he's like Puerto Rican almost.
I don't even know what he looks like anymore.
He grew a beard.
Holy shit!
Yeah. For those of you who don't really know us, like, our dad kind of disappeared.
He kind of methed out about 3 years. No, that was for me. Well, 3 years ago, my dad kicked me out. I haven't seen him since, and about a year ago, he moved somewhere.
It was less than a year ago. Yeah, he pretty much, like, it seemed to us like he fled the state. His story does not compute with that, but
mine or
his story, because I talked with him like last week for the first time in literally months and months and months. But his alcoholism really, really threw us into a different world and got us
especially being bipolar as fuck as he is.
Yeah, and that kind of like
being
bipolar
on meth doesn't help, and he's probably doing acid too. Like, none of that shit goes together well. That'll fuck you up.
He's not doing acid anymore.
Oh, okay.
Because of his state. At least he seems to be a little bit more aware of his state of mind. But his alcoholism, like, me and my dad got to the point that we were drinking together like a lot, like those huge chug mugs that you could get from Walmart, those massive ones that are like 32 liters. That'd be massive. Like 32 ounces.
Holy shit.
Like, both me and my dad, we'd fill up one halfway with some kind of alcohol and the other half with some kind of like soda. And we would just drink that, and then when it was done, like an hour and a half later, we'd fill it up again. And like, the last time I really saw him before he left the state, me and him had drank like 3 of those, and I had a couple of shots. And then we made some very, very bad choices, and I did some incredibly hard drugs with my dad. And that was like the last time that I ever saw him. And that was such a huge combination between my low state of mind versus his low state of mind, realizing later on how fucked up that was. Like, to this day, I don't know if he knows how fucked up that was, considering the way that the night came around. He could very easily think of me as the initiator, although, like, he's my dad. So it makes things a lot different. Like, as much as I love him for being my parent and bringing me into this world to experience a lot of the bullshit that I've experienced, to learn the lessons that I needed to learn to be here now, he has been a great influencer of those lessons that I needed to learn. And keeping up that high energy around those memories and those emotions are really, really, really important. Because otherwise you're going to look at your life as this fucked up mess. And honestly, I kind of do look up at my life as a fucked up mess. But like, as bad as that sounds, the reality of it is that if I was not living this fucked up mess, I would not have the knowledge I need to know to do the things that I want to do the things that I want to try to do. It gives me the perspective I need to have to communicate with people. I don't know if that makes sense. Do you get what I'm saying?
I was focusing on not sneezing.
God damn it. That's not even true. You just don't want to talk about it.
No, I was seriously trying not to sneeze. Like, I was just sitting here. I'm just like, dude, I can feel it coming. And then I just sucked that shit right back down. And then you asked me, what's your aspect on that? Or whatever you said.
God damn it. I don't know. It's just important to keep your head up tall. Like,
stand strong. Don't let anyone tear you down, and just like fucking live your life. It's the only one you get. Like my sister. You only live once or 3 times. Okay, I feel like this joke is gonna get annoying really quickly. Yeah, so long story short, she's died twice. Seen the other side. Yeah. She can tell you the long story.
Yeah, we're not going into that now.
Not now. That's going to be in a later episode, because that's going to be fucking long.
It's going to be like a 3-parter. Because one for each life.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like, I don't know. I think that has also helped me really keep my head on my shoulders because it's given me a lot of respect to see how short life really could be. So I can definitely see that as an advantage to being able to keep my joy and keep my mentality and everything. And I think for people that really know me and know that what I've been through and everything, it's really easy for them to kind of see that and be like, oh, she can make out of that shit. Like, let me process my shit a little bit. I've talked with a lot of friends that have been going through some rough shit, and they're like, how do you keep your head up tall? And literally, I'm like, because everything dies. Like, that's my answer, is because everything dies, everything comes to an end. What are you doing letting that time go to waste? Like, working that 9 to 5, taking all that bullshit and just dealing with it. You should be taking that bullshit by the horns and straddling that bitch to take, like, showing it who's boss. There's no reason for you to be sitting back and watching your life fly by. Like, that's how you end up 35 and suicidal, because your prime years were in high school. It's not worth it. It's not good at all for anyone.
Most likely to succeed.
You fucking asshole. I was a high school quarterback in 1987. Oh.
Now I'm the owner of a carpet store.
Yeah. Yeah. Killing it.
Killing it.
Killing it. Carpe in those DMs. We have a dog around us, and as soon as I said that, he's like, fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit.
I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. If you have, like, one piece of advice to everyone about how to live your best life, what would that piece of advice be?
If you want to live it best and die satisfied, leave an imprint. Like,
Crackheads leave imprints. Is that kind of imprint you want? Elaborate.
no, I was about to, and then you said that. Like, now I lost my train of thought. So, yeah, leave an imprint. Like, whether it's one song or, like, you won at a pool ball game. Like,
You want to play some hockey ball?
you want to play some sport ball?
Sport ball?
Yeah, but, like, if you feel satisfied when you die, that's, you lived your life. That's it.
So your tip to living life well is to die satisfied?
Yes.
There's a huge middle piece between being born and dying.
No, because you gotta live and get satisfied before you die, so you can die satisfied.
I'm asking you, how do you get satisfied? How do you get that satisfaction? If you guys haven't seen that video,
God.
you guys are missing out. You guys need to check that out. There's a bunch of, like, women with, like, heavy machinery, and they're like, it's just go look up Satisfaction song on YouTube. You're gonna have a ball.
A ball.
Baller's life, bro.
Baller status.
That was something you paid for.
You're right.
Is that how you live life satisfied?
Yep. Break the shit that I pay for.
Break it till you make it.
Hell yeah. But yeah, like, leave an imprint so people can look back and be like, damn, that dude was pretty cool. Good memories of you.
Good memories.
Good memories.
I like it.
You okay?
The dog's really cute. People are probably gonna listen to this and be like, damn, these motherfuckers are high. I'm gonna admit only one of us are, and that is up to interpretation. Oh my god.
There's your answer.
Or was it though?
That's the question.
I was gonna quote that Shakespeare thing and I forgot what it was.
Which one?
To be or not to be, that is the question. That is the status quo. Answer 42.
Indeed. If your teachers ever ask you to answer a question, just say it's 42 because that's the fucking answer to life in the universe, dude. Like, fuck. Because any question asks, or that is asked, is in the universe. So any question that could be 42 is the universe, and that equals 42, and physics.
It has nothing to do with physics.
I know.
But, I mean, belief systems are cool. Oh my god, Liam, you're disgusting.
Mama just commented on the citric acid holes, which you guys should follow on Instagram because we do some pretty fucking stupid and funny shit.
We think we're hilarious.
Yes, we do. And my mom just commented, this Instagram is going to give your mother a heart attack.
That's probably damn accurate. I cannot believe you were like, how fast was Henry going on? So just
That wasn't Henry, that was Brady.
who the hell's Brady?
My friend from school. I don't think you've met him.
Your chin's really hairy.
Thank you.
Sorry, I got distracted.
But yeah, he was going probably 45 down that hill.
Hey, that's how I wrecked my foot. Okay, for a visual, Liam was getting dragged by a moped on his longboard, going like 45 miles an hour on a pintail.
Yeah, on a pintail, which is not the greatest idea because Sequoia dislocated 10 bones in her feet.
One foot.
1 foot, whatever.
Yeah.
I know what I was talking about.
They don't.
Yeah, but then she ended up walking on it for like 3 months and then went to a chiropractor and he popped them all back together and she was like, whoa!
It was excruciating.
So don't go
God.
downhilling on a pintail because you will fuck your shit up. Dude, get like an actual downhill board and those puck gloves.
Yep, important shit. I actually haven't gone downhill longboarding since then because I ripped my elbow open and dislocated those 10 bones in my foot. And
That shit was funny though because me, her, and my homie Tony.
Homie Tony. Shout out to Tony.
And he downhills like hardcore.
Oh yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, and so we went to go find a spot, which is the street that my school was on back then, and we started going down it. I had a downhill, he had a downhill board, and she just had her pintail. And so while we were going down it, me and Tony were next to each other. She was kind of behind us, but not really. And then once we hit the bottom, we looked behind us and she wasn't there. So we waited about 5 minutes to 10 minutes at the park at the bottom. And then we started walking back up. And probably a fourth of the way back up, we saw her going down into a parking spot or like driveway. And then coming back down, going into another driveway and taking it slow. And I was like, what happened? She was like, yeah, I just totally ate shit.
Yeah. I literally, as
She
soon as that
booked
happened.
it 45 miles an hour, bro.
Yeah, I got a massive speed wobble and I was like, fuck. And it got so bad, I didn't know what to do. I completely was deer in the headlight panic.
So
And
she ran that shit
ran it off.
out.
Like literally I sonicked myself and overran my feet so bad. I slammed down 45 miles an hour into the
So
ground.
that arch in your foot, she completely flattened that shit.
Yeah, I bruised the arch of my foot because I slapped the ground with my foot so hard. It was nuts. And I was like laying there and this runner just like yelled at me. He was like, you good? And I just put my thumb up in the air. I'm like, Gucci.
Gucci.
And he was like, okay, your board's in the gutter. I'm like, thanks. And he just runs on his way. And I like jump up. I'm like, okay, cool. Fuck yeah, that adrenaline rush. And I go over to my board and I start pushing. Like, and I'm like, oh, I actually fucked myself up. But I didn't know how much because I have a stupid high pain tolerance. So
For real.
yeah,
She broke her wrist snowboarding and she was just like, I think I just need some ibuprofen and some ice.
Yeah, I was just moving it around like
And
this.
I'm just like, no, your bone is like broken halfway through.
Yeah, I was literally just moving it. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. No worries. I've dislocated both my shoulders and put them both back in. And like, yeah, I'm a dumbass is the moral of the story. Which is probably another reason why I don't give a shit about a lot of things in life, because I'm like, you'll be fine. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Carpe them diems. That makes
Comedy
number 3.
comes in threes.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's number 3. I can't say it anymore. Max. Alrighty. I don't know if this podcast was quite as informative as we would have liked it to be.
Yeah, it's really late. Both of us are tired, and one of us is high. You got to figure it out.
Yeah, question of the day. Who's high?
Who's high?
But, yeah, I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and always ask yourself, were you proud of who you were today? Live spicy. Love you guys. Bye!
Peace out.